Sports Video Group's Jason Dachman. We're at the TranSPORT conference in New York City at the Microsoft Technology Center. I'm with Thomas Edwards of Fox Networks. Thomas, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Jason.
Appreciate it. Thomas, one of the great minds in the SMPTE organization, in a lot of the standards discussions going on today, and of course, looking into the future for Fox Networks. Let's start with IP. It's a hot button topic, and yet doesn't have a whole lot of detail, it seems, a lot of time. In your mind, where are we in terms of IP infrastructure for live sports production and other forms of live production? How much farther do we have to go? What are the challenges?
Well, so certainly IP has been used for quite a while in contribution feeds, and we use it today with JPEG 2000 over IP for the vast majority of our contribution feeds from major venues. However, now IP has begun to move into the production trucks. Very large trucks like the Encore trucks, which Fox Sports built with Game Creek, have been replacing SDI routers with 10 gigabit Ethernet switches. So we've already actually seen from other networks Super Bowls produced with 10 gigabit Ethernet. Our next Super Bowl, which we're producing, will be with 10 gigabit Ethernet. The reason is for the increased density that 10 gigabit Ethernet brings you over 1.5 gigabit SDI infrastructure. But that's only step one. Realistically, all that Ethernet is being very quickly converted back into SDI to actually go into the playback devices or coming from the cameras. However, there are beginning to be some native IP devices, such as multi-viewers, which can now pick up the IP flows directly and use them. So over time, we're going to see more IP native devices out there. And we're going to see devices which can be able to handle a wide range of different resolutions, perhaps standard dynamic range, high dynamic range, wide color gamut, but they'll all be using the same IP infrastructure.
Sure. And I mean, we're at that point, like you said, where multi-viewers and the router, maybe islands of IP, right? That's where we're at right now. The question then becomes standards. That's always an issue, of course, and especially when it comes to IP. That seems where a lot of the discussion is. Any update on that, and do you think that hinders development of IP production until that gets worked out, or can we continue down this road and that will work itself out?
Well, standards processes always take time. Right now we're working on SMPTE 2110, which is based on a contribution from the Video Services Forum of TR03. It's a way to send uncompressed video, uncompressed audio, and ancillary data in a coherent RTP stream over IP, so that everything is locked together in time, so you should have perfect audio-video sync and perfect sync between video from different cameras. This work is now going on. Elements of the uncompressed audio and the uncompressed video and the core architecture have been passed on from the drafting group to the technical committee, so progress is being made in this within SMPTE. SMPTE never gives any guarantees as to when things will be done. I'll give you my personal opinion. There's no good reason why it shouldn't be done within a year.
Sure. Good to hear, I'm sure, for a lot of broadcasters. Now, one thing that IP is expected to open things up for is potentially 4K production, HDR production, whether it be 4K HDR or 1080p HDR. Again, in your mind, and where are we at as an industry in terms of 1080p HDR as a production format versus 4K as a production format? Some people think maybe we jumped the gun a little bit on 4K. Where are you at, and where is Fox at technologically?
Well, so I'll say to date, we've not done any 1080p events. We've only done a handful of 4K events with our partners DirecTV. I think we're still in the experimental phase. There are no two ways about it. But what I can tell you is that our over-the-air broadcast stations are probably not going to get to 4K anytime in the near future. 1080p 60 under an ATSC 3.0 emission standard makes a lot more sense for us. And frankly, given the size of television sets today, which you can buy, 1080p makes a lot more sense because most people can't see 4K. I saw a 40-inch 4K set at Target. That means I have to be within 2.5 feet of that set to see the 4K resolution. So it's a little bit overkill. Eventually, as those sets get 85 inches, 90 inches, 100 inches, 4K will make more sense, but there's a good runway for 1080p 60 for many years, especially if it's HDR.
Sure. Thomas, we appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Always a great view of the future with Thomas Edwards. Jason Dachman with Sports Video Group. We're here at the TranSPORT conference. Stay tuned to sportsvideo.org for more news from the show.